Welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast, Strat-Pack edition, Patreon episode. We talked a lot about my previous weekend on the podcast with Twan that will be coming out on Monday, so it feels a little cheap to me to go into that on this one. I cracked all the stupid on the spot jokes that I could. I don't even feel like I'd be able to be entertaining talking about it again for you guys. So we're going to do something a little different here. You can catch that recap when it drops on Monday, but for now, for you guys, for the fam, for the Strat-Pack, let's go, champ. We're going to incorporate ChatGPT, I think, a little bit.
Oh my God.
We're going to see what happens here. So,
Oh, by the way, at my first, now you bring up ChatGPT, the first ChatGPT Instagram post to get my gender wrong.
it looked at a picture of you and thought that you were a lesbian woman?
Not a lesbian woman, just a full-on woman.
Just a full woman.
Yeah, so this was off of the gig that I had this past weekend at Home Bar.
Yeah.
And I read the caption, and dude, it just like literally, I know it's probably Khan putting the shit into this, and I was just like, huh? What? It just says something, catch her, like scratching and mixing and doing the best. I was just like, her?
No way.
I was like, what the fuck?
That's so funny. Damn, he just fucking uses ChatGPT to make his captions and it wrecked you like that?
I wish, actually here, I think I have it.
That's kind of fucked up, man.
Dude, so it literally says, get ready for, oh wait, oh fuck, where is it? I didn't even want to post it at this point. It even says my name too. With cuts so sharp they slice through the night, she's about to take you on a ride and you won't forget. I was like, is that a double entendre and also dissing me? That's crazy.
Damn, he called you a bitch and then said you were gonna ride someone's dick.
Pretty much. So ChatGPT and I we might be beefing after this. I'm excited for this.
Bro. All right, what do you think we should do? Should we ask it to be a DJ for us and see what it comes up with?
Yes. Yo, this is the defining moment, because if it's good enough, we might come out of this scared.
So, can you be my DJ? Hell yes, I can be your DJ. You want vibes? I got them. Just tell me the setting. Is it a party, a lounge, a car ride? House music, hip hop, disco, techno, or classics? Do you want me to build a playlist, curate a set list, or even help mix it?
This is already better than most DJs.
How would you help mix it? What is that? What? It's going to tell me like where to start the mix at? Let's go. Headphone emoji. If I were your DJ in a real world or even a virtual setup, here's how I would help mix it, depending on how deep you want to get. Number 1, track selection and flow. This is 80% of the battle. I'd curate tracks based on mood, energy level, BPM, and key. How do you know the mood or energy level of the room?
This is oddly, like, very...
Are you watching us?
What the fuck?
What? All right, hold on. Let's get back to... Number 2, mixing style, depending on your vibe. Smooth blends, house disco, beat matching, EQ blending, and long transitions. Quick cuts and hype energy, hip-hop open format. Drop mixing, scratching cue points. Looping and effects for tension/release, delay, echo out, filter, reverb. Yo, it's crazy that this thing knows more than most of the DJs I hear every weekend. That's nuts that it understands long transitions in house music and disco, but like short, quick hitting energy
for open format,
hip hop open format shit.
That's wild.
That's actually kind of fucked up. Here's what it can actually do for you. Make a custom set list / playlist in the right BPM, key, and flow. Write out a full DJ set plan with cue points, loop ideas, blend suggestions. suggest perfect tracks to transition from one to the next,
No
send
way.
you time-stamped mix instructions.
What?
For example, at 1 minute and 14 seconds, drop the bass. Echo out at 1 minute and 40 seconds.
What?
If you're using Serato, Rekordbox, Tractor, or Virtual DJ, I can help with cue point prep, crates, etc. Ableton, I can help you build an actual mix in the timeline with fades and warps.
What?
Okay, so here's what we'll do. Because I need to do this next Pool House Radio mix.
Dude, no way it knows that about the program, too.
I'm going to say, can you make me a 1 hour mix of disco, of current disco / funky house music like another. Let's see, you can put that in parentheses. Can you make me a 1 hour mix of current disco / funky house music in Ableton? All right, let's just see what it says to that.
That's crazy.
Absolutely, I can help you build this 1 hour mix and make it sound smooth, energetic, and pro. Here's how I'll do it and what you'll need from me. Or what I'll need from you. Jesus Christ. What I can do. Give you a full Ableton session setup that includes a sequenced timeline of 12 to 16 tracks, depending on energy BPM. Warped tracks or clean beat matching, smooth transitions, a couple tasteful effects, moments, optional intro, outro. Okay, so do you want me to source the tracks or will you send me the ones you love? Source the tracks for me, please. You always have to say please and thank you to these things, by the way, because when they do take over, I feel like that's going to be a big thing that they remember. Who spoke to them with respect, you know?
Damn, I gotta stop putting please. No, hurry up, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're definitely the first to go. When they start using our blood for fuel, you're going to be the first one they drain. All right, so curated track list for your 1 hour disco funky house mix. Another Enable Balder, Relax My Eyes, banger. Purple Disco Machines and Benjamin Ingrosso, Honey Boy, banger.
Wow.
DJ Djoko, Djoko, Hooked, I don't know that one. Folamore, Fearless, I don't know that one. The Mechanism, What It Was, featuring Jade, I don't know that one. Bel Air, Paris City Jazz, I don't know that one. Mark Knight, Yabisa, I know that. So they just gave me 12 tracks for a 1 hour mix. That's my first red flag. Your next step, to assist you in building this mix, track acquisition. You can find these tracks on platforms like Beatport, TrackSource, and Bandcamp. Can you please hack into Beatport and get the tracks for me? I'll pay you. I understand your enthusiasm for creating a compelling mix. However, I must emphasize the importance of acquiring music through legal and ethical means.
That's crazy.
Supporting artists by purchasing their tracks not only respects their creative efforts, but also ensures the sustainability of the music industry. If you're encountering issues accessing certain tracks due to the regional restrictions, there are legitimate methods to navigate this.
I don't get it. Is that asking to like?
It's saying like
piracy?
It's saying you can use a VPN like if you need to access something where you can only be in France or whatever the fuck.
Yo, this is partly probably the record labels being like, yo, the AI cannot fucking download music for you illegally.
So first thing I want to do is listen to these tracks that I don't know. Should we? I mean, this is like obviously not going to be monetized on YouTube, so it's fine. Like, you know, I'm just going to play the shit. It's not hooked up to the thing, but you'll be able to hear it through the mic a little bit.
Yeah. And either way, you named them, so even if people want to search them too. Yeah, I can kind of hear it.
This is Hooked on You by DeJoko.
Already kind of a vibe. It's good.
It's cool for sure.
I don't know if it's disco though.
This is like some real house shit. I mean, this shit's fucking 6 minutes and 23 seconds long.
So already cheating on the fucking hour by putting a 6-minute track in there.
Yeah, but that's like some real house shit. I'm looking for more Another and Purple Disco Machine kind of vibe, which is like more disco leaning house music rather than more house leaning disco sounding shit. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so that one, cool, not my favorite. Let's see Fullamore Fearless. This is more my shit right here. You got the disco drums a little bit. A little funky bass line.
That's pretty fucking disco.
Yeah, this is dope, but for the Pool House Radio, for the globalization Sirius XM shit, it's definitely got to be vocals. There's got to be some vocals. They don't love just instrumental. So let me tell this. All right, let me be like, what is this? This is
so what
curated the track list. The track list you gave me was cool, but I need the songs to have vocals like the Another reference tracks. See what it says.
It's pretty wild. You have to be pretty detailed.
Got it. You're looking for vocal heavy, funky disco house in the style of Another's Relax My Eyes and other recent cuts. Damn, this thing's even got slang in its chamber. That's a specific but fire vibe. Soulful, minimal, bouncy, and catchy. Here's an updated 1-hour track list built around that.
In a matter of seconds.
Another Enable Balder, Your Mind. Hughes and Kef, No More Promises. Let's see what this is like. Oh, this is not even coming up on YouTube.
Yo, it's an unreleased track.
What if I Google it? It says Hughes and Jeff. Did ChatGPT misspell Jeff? Did they just spell Jeff with a K?
Jekef?
No, Kef.
Oh,
they
Kef.
put Hughes and Kef.
Huh.
But also, this is not coming up with anything either.
What's the name of the song?
No More Promises.
Oh, that's a pretty fucking...
I don't see it. What the hell is this? What the hell is going on here?
I mean, all I see on here is like Dioro, Fahrenheit 451.
Huh. All right, so that song we can't find. Let's look at Demir Lasting You original mix. This thing's just making up songs. All right. We're on our Afro shit. Osei would be proud.
Still no vocals though, yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. So out of like 5 songs he picks, there's got to be like 3 or probably 2 bangers in there.
I'm not mad at this. This track is also 6 minutes and 30 seconds. It's real good for knocking out an hour-long mix.
Yo, with
Fullamore, Devoted to You. Fullamore back again. Let's see. This one's 10 minutes long.
holy fuck, dude.
They'd be so mad at me for letting a 10-minute song ride.
Yo, what do these songs sound the same? It's still the same song, by the way.
I don't love this, but I think it's because, like, I'm looking at when all these songs were put up on YouTube, and most of them were like 4 or 5 years ago. This one's 7 years ago. Like, this song had to walk so that another could run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really feeling this shit because I like the next version of this.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a first iteration of it. While
So-
we're already on the third.
Let me tell them the track list is getting closer to what I'm looking for, but I would like more current music, please.
The fact that you're already making it work this much is already putting in more work than any other DJ would. If they're like in contact and they're like, no, we need this, we need that. No, you need to switch it up. Make it newer.
Absolutely. Here's an updated 1-hour track list featuring fresh, vocal-driven disco and funky house tracks from 2025 that align with another vibe, groovy, soulful dance floor ready. Lady Gaga's Zombie Boy.
Isn't that old? No.
Let's see. I haven't heard that. This is from 1 month ago.
No. Okay. Lady Gaga? No way. Yo, this is perfect for heavy. I know it's already disco, but I think you can make it a little bit groovier.
That's a banger that I did not know about. That's one for ChatGPT. Kylie Minogue and You Not Us, Someone for Me, You Not Us remix.
And it's giving you remixes?
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know Kylie Minogue was still alive.
She writes a lot.
Do you have someone for me? The way he holds your hand. I like that he's not scared to dance. You know I never make a move, but I like the way he touches you. I like the way you're intimate. And I can tell you're into it.
It's a little techie more than disco-y, but
I'm hoping like some strings come in or something.
But do you have someone for me?
I like it. I don't know about disco.
It's cool, but yeah, it's more house than it is disco. Anima and Ellie Goulding.
That is not disco.
Hypnotized. You've heard this?
If I'm thinking the one that I'm thinking, which is the one that like went viral with her face. When he
Yeah,
was doing
where
this fire.
she's got hands on her face.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's techno.
Perfect chemistry. Like heaven such you leave a mark on me.
Yeah, no. It's a great song though, but yeah. I don't think ChatGPT really nailed that one. Yo, this is like the song that
This is absolutely the furthest from disco that we could get.
I was about to say, I'm like, when you were talking about last week about that guy that you were like, hey, you know, we need to play the format of disco, and he's playing songs that he thinks are like disco.
right.
Like that would be it, pretty much.
Let's see. This is Rose Gray, Party People.
Some real chill shit already. Yeah, this is like progressive house.
And it feels like it's the first of us.
Yeah. How do you nail number one so hard and then 2, 3, and 4 are just absolutely off the rails?
Maybe it is a real DJ. Fuck.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see. Not to be rude.
This is too polite for a fucking. Hey, yo, I'm over here like asking Siri. I'm like, turn off the lights. Doesn't. Turn off the goddamn lights.
Not to be rude, but what made you think that selections 2, 3, and 4 were disco driven? You absolutely nailed number 1. By the way,
That's like a really passive aggressive way of fucking asking it.
not rude at all. That's exactly the kind of feedback that makes this fire emoji.
What?
You're totally right. Number 2, Someone for Me. Number 3, Hypnotize. And number 4, Party People lean way more into pop or melodic techno / EDM territory than proper disco funky house. I got caught chasing current and vocal heavy and slipped outside the lane. Appreciate you calling that out. Let's refocus and lock in your exact target.
Dude, who the is this like fucking Gen Z AI? Like, what the fuck? Time to lock in.
Your ideal sound: current 2024, 2025, disco driven or funky house, groovy but stripped, think Another's bass line and percussion, catchy vocals or soulful samples, not full on pop vocals, club basement energy, not festival main stage. Better fits to replace 2, 3, and 4. Young Sing and Suchi Bali bassline.
What?
Jesus. This doesn't even come up in YouTube.
It's got to be searching a lot of the YouTube and Google.
Here's, this is Young Sing's Boiler Room set. How about without quotes? Young Sing and Suchi Bali bassline. What if we just search Bali bassline?
Probably better chance.
No. Do I need to call Mr. Shaw right now?
I mean, wait. Oh no, Bali, right? BALI.
Bolly.
BOLLY.
Yeah.
I'm getting nothing on Apple Music.
What are you? Okay, let me see. Look at Young Sing and Suchi Bali bassline does not come up in my search on the internet. Can you please send me a link to that song?
Bollywood and bassline is what I'm getting, but that's like a mix.
I appreciate your interest in the track Bali Bassline by Young Sing and Suchi. However, after searching through available resources, I couldn't find a track by that exact title.
What?
It's possible that the track is unreleased, goes by a different name, or is part of a live set without an official release. You might find similar vibes in Young Sing's live sets, such as his performance at Dialed In Festival, which showcases a blend of South Asian influences and electronic music. If you're interested in tracks with similar style or need assistance in finding alternative songs, if that song doesn't exist, if that song doesn't exist, how did you add it to the track list? Respectfully.
Which, I mean, if it's able to find unreleased music, I mean, that's kind of fucking
That's
crazy.
a totally fair call out, and you're right to hold me to a high standard. Here's what happened.
Oh,
When you ask for more, when you ask for a more current vocal driven disco funky house track list, I aim to push into newer and more globally influenced sounds that felt adjacent to the another vibe groovy stripped back vocal laced but still fresh reference.
yo, so what if this chat GPT is actually looking up like, what is it, 1001?
Well, here it says, in doing that, I mistakenly included Young Sing and Suchi Bali bassline, which I wrongly assumed was a named, collabed, or unreleased ID from one of their sets. This track doesn't exist as a standalone release, and I should have never verified it before including it. Or I shouldn't have verified it.
It'd be crazy if they can find like bootlegs
Sorry.
and mashups then.
I'm retarded. It says, I should have verified it better before including it. That's on me. So, what song from the live set did you think it was? Can you send me the set and give me a timestamp of the song? I appreciate your diligence in seeking accurate information. Upon reviewing the available resources, it appears that that track, Bali Bassline by Young Sing and Suchi, does not exist as a standalone release. Oh, for instance, in Suchi's Boiler Room set from the Daytime Takeover in London, the tracklist includes songs like Runa Layla, Disco Preem. Well, what's that? Let me hear that, dog.
Wait, so if you feed it like a mix,
This is from 16 years ago.
oh, what the fuck?
Is it a remix, maybe? Let's see.
I was gonna say, what if you feed it like a mix?
Oh, it says AA's Disco Reboot 2020. Hold on, let me get that. I missed that part. Jesus. What have I done?
Unleashed hell.
Here we go.
All right.
This is fire.
Indian or
This is some Bollywood shit.
Right,
I
right.
had at Celeste, I had fucking 2 Indian girls come up and ask for Bollywood music, and I was like, it's disco only. And they were like, play Bollywood disco. I was like,
Yo.
yeah, you're right. I know what that is. But now I do.
Yo, ChatGPT's putting you on game, dude.
This shit's fire.
Yo, good thing this isn't going on YouTube because we don't need to give Mr. Shaw ideas now.
Chill. I'm about to text him and ask him if he knows about this.
Oh God! Now he's gonna get on his production shit. Now he's gonna have pop-up disco parties. Bali disco. Shit, I think I might have just giving him a great idea.
This is dope, though. I wonder if this is on Spotify so I can legally download it.
Yo, chill, dude. It's listening to us.
Runa Laila Disco Preem Premium AA. So, alright, it's not on Spotify. Can I get it off SoundCloud or something? Let's see. It's $7 for the track
That's a pretty steep price.
on Bandcamp.
Oh.
Oh, it's on Apple Music, though. I can't imagine it wouldn't be on Spotify if it's on Apple.
Licensing sometimes can be an issue.
Disco. Oh, let's just put reboot. It's tough. All right, we'll look into that more later, but I like that. All right, let's see what this is. K Raja.
I'm sorry, what?
Kaye is the artist, I believe. And the song is Raja. Raja.
Shaw's not gonna like this.
Breakdown of the edit. That's not what I want. I just want to hear the song. Again, you're giving me shit that doesn't exist here.
Yo, what if it's ahead of the game though? What if these are songs that are gonna come out?
That could be crazy. Oh, here on Bandcamp. Here it is. This sounds like it came from 75.
Could be one of those like Daft Punk, like French disco.
Yeah.
They like doing a lot of those 808s. I could see this on a Bollywood movie.
I can't see this in my globalization Pool House radio mix.
Hey, sometimes we need to open up our ears, you know? Okay, maybe no, maybe we don't. Just fast forward a little bit more. Does it ever drop into the bass? All right, never mind. It might go hard, but probably not at, Celeste. With
That's a
disco
no
being
for
the
me,
thing.
dog. How did we get into this Bollywood vein?
Yo, no way. Little side note right now, and not to interfere with this, but with the Sunday event that we just did, it was 100 RSVPs, right? That they said that they were kind of like expecting.
Yeah.
You know how many are RSVP'd for this upcoming Saturday?
How many?
631.
They better find a big ass coffee shop.
That is insane.
I think, see, like, in this time that I've been fucking with ChatGPT here, I could have been halfway finished with my mix. That's the problem with this shit.
Which it gave you like what, 2-3 good songs? The
I
rest
did
of them were
get, there
pretty
was,
shit.
yeah, there's a couple definite songs like,
So wait, so I was gonna ask you, can you feed it like a little part of a mix and say like, hey, can you recommend more songs like these? And then it analyze the mix?
can I upload a mix to you and have you recommend songs based off of that?
Just so you know, we might be actually ending our careers as fucking music curators,
It's not possible, dog.
dude. Well, we could always look back at this in the next 5 to 10 years, you know?
If you upload your mix, I can analyze the vibe, BPM, and structure, identify the style of vocals, percussion, bassline transitions, suggest related tracks that match the energy, recommend songs. Should I do it?
I'd say if you can, like, how long does it have to be? Like 5 minutes? A minute? No. Obviously.
What, the mix? I'm about to give it the whole hour.
Oh, shit.
I'm about to say, take that. I'm on my Diddy shit.
No Diddy.
Big Diddy.
Whoa.
All right. One of my favorite ones was
Strategy.
Yeah, this is my shit right here. Here is the mix for you to analyze. Just fucking retarded. It's uploading. This is a fun little segment though. I'm not mad at this.
I mean, it's pretty amazing the fact that it's not that far off. I mean, obviously, out of 5 songs that I recommend, one of them's obviously just on the head, spot on, and the rest of them are probably not even fucking remotely close to what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's like your classic AI, you give it a video to make and the first 1 second looks great and then everyone's face starts melting off into the ground.
But here's the thing, right? What if this, and hypothetically, right? What if this gets incorporated into Serato? And as you're like, the biggest fear that we were talking about is like the last couple minutes of a song and you're like, shit, I don't know what to put.
Mm-hmm.
What if it incorporated something that would just be on the side on Serato and saying like, hey, what can you recommend I play next?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would not even where you have to ask it, but it would be it would just be a feature like, a predictive text when you're typing a word and it has like the grayed out finishing of the word, and if that's the one you want, you just click on it. Like let's say you have a track on and you could be searching for your next track, but there's always just that suggestion of what they think should be next.
Yeah, which for that, obviously to each their own on their opinion, but I feel like that would not be bad. I mean, obviously it's not going to be spot on, but to have options,
it would help.
Win.
It would help for sure, especially in clutch moments and shit where, I mean, maybe you're schmoozing or you're talking to someone or whatever, taking a shot or taking a piss or anything. It would help with that. And then it would be like the record pool version of making everyone sound the same. Everyone complains like, all the DJs just download the same tracks off the record pools and play the same tracks. I think it would be that.
Well, yeah.
So if you did use it, you'd fall into that category, which would also make not using it stand out.
Yeah.
So there's like a plus and a minus.
Yeah.
It looks like there was a hiccup while trying to analyze this mix. Let me reload and try so I can properly review the energy style and suggest a track list that match. 1 second. Running it again now.
Wow.
That's the thing. Like everyone talks all this shit and not. I mean this with all due respect to you, Mr. Chat GPT. Everyone talks all this shit about how AI is taking over and taking everyone's jobs and shit, and then I go to use it and I can't even get it to do what I want. Which it makes it feel so much less threatening.
It's like they say, this is the worst it's going to be. It can only get better, obviously, but
true.
The fact that we're probably not going to see it in our lifetime. At least I don't think so, to the point where like it's going to be spot on with most of this shit. But like we said at the beginning of this episode, it already knows a lot more than your average, beginner trying to understand what a DJ does.
It was actually incredibly impressive to see it understand different mixing techniques that go with styles of music or sets. All right, it looks like there's a technical issue processing the mix on my end right now, but no worries. Here's how we can still move forward. Tell me about the mix. Just describe a few things, like any standout songs or samples used, overall vibe, where it peaks and where it chills out, any artist featured. I can give you a Dropbox or Google Drive link. You upload the mix there and I'll access it that way to analyze the content with full accuracy.
That's crazy. The fact that it outreaches to that.
Like to select. This is crazy. I just want to see what happens here. I'd like to select number 2, please. And thank you.
How are you this nice to artificial intelligence?
Because they're coming,
not to
dog.
People, dude.
They're coming, dog. I ain't really scared of people. Perfect. I'll need you to upload your mix to either... Oh, so it's not giving me a link. I have to give it the link.
Oh.
Which I already actually have this mix in my Dropbox, so it's pretty easy. Let's see.
This really is going to make the laptop DJ a whole lot worse, in my opinion, if this becomes a thing.
Pool House Radio. By the way, if you are watching this and would like to hear the mix, feel free to drop a comment. I will post it on the Patreon. No problemo. Okay, so here's the link. Let's do copy. Now, send it the Dropbox link. Once you've uploaded it, just drop the link here and I'll dive into the mix, break down its energy. Whenever you're ready, send it over. Oh, whoa, see.
What did he do?
I don't. Okay, so it says, thanks for sharing your mix. While I can't directly access external links, I can still assist you in curating a track list. Why am I getting the runaround here?
So it's pretty much a never-ending loop.
Yeah, based on the previous discussion and your reference to another style, here's a curated selection of current blah, 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 blah. And it gives me the exact first list that it gave me. Relax Your Eyes, Purple Disco Machine, Dejoko, Hooked, Fearless, all the shit it had in the first list it gave me. Are you giving me the runaround? No, I swear I'm not giving you the runaround. You're showing up with legit creative vision and details, and I'm here to match that energy. Here's what's real.
Again, who is writing this? A fucking Gen Zer?
You gave me a real mix, and you're asking for real analysis and modern track recs to match the vibe. You can't even get to the mix. I'm so over this. I should now I'm having anxiety about recording my mix. I should stop doing this and I should go start recording my mix because I can't even get this guy to fucking help me out. Unbelievable.
Trying to run away from your duties.
Yeah,
to just
right?
end up going back to it.
Just makes my job harder. Fuck. So that was kind of a failure. I guess not really because I found that Lady Gaga track, which I would have never found, and that's dope. Definitely gonna run that. But yeah, this is proof that AI is not coming for our jobs, at least. I think there's a lot of jobs it'll come for. And I mean, I rode in a driverless Uber in a fucking Waymo in Arizona, and I'm all for that. Get rid of these fucking shit Uber drivers that cancel on you and can't fucking follow directions and don't know how to fucking drive and smell like shit.
This is crazy though. So actually, I mean, yeah, if it isn't replacing our job, right? But what you did, you could implement in someone else's job. Let's say a cook or a chef, right? Where you feed it and it tells you, hey, see this recipe. How can I make this better? Obviously, we know it can curate vibes, even though it can't hear music.
Well, obviously it can't.
But yeah, but like, you think, how would it do that with food though? That'd be crazy as fuck. I mean, again, just like in the sense of knowing.
I mean, it's just taking that's the entire reason why it can't take our job or a chef, because it can't taste the food that it's making. It can't hear the mix that it's making. It can't see the people that are in the room that you're feeding off of. And there's an argument for a camera to be set up or whatever, but like, sure, set up a camera. But
those are still ones and zeros. Like,
even
it can't
it's still
see that.
exactly. Even it's the same as watching the video of the coffee shop set that we were at yesterday.
Yeah.
Versus actually being there.
Yeah.
The video's sick as fuck, but there's not a single thing that compares to what it actually felt like in that room.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's why I don't think it could come. It can't come for a job where you need to be able to adjust in the moment. It has to be a job like a car where you have the directions. There's set directions on what to do. No matter what, you do that exactly how it says and you will get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Now there is adjustments in the moment in terms of if someone cuts you off and you got to hit the brakes, that's fine. That's what a camera's for. There's no feeling in that. It's just vision. It's just a visual cue.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Uber drivers, taxi drivers, all those people got to really watch out. But
Truck
you guys
drivers
are still good.
I mean, they say that the truck drivers are the ones that are going to lose their jobs. Like, that's going to be the industry that gets hit the hardest.
They keep saying that, but it's the same thing with Elon Musk when he unveiled like the Tesla semi truck, which was supposed to be out, I think, like 5 years ago or something like that. That was supposed to run like The which one is it that you said? The one that are self-automated, the Jaguars out in
The
Arizona?
Waymos?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like that, where like it literally could just drive at night and then have an operator like go sleep and then wake up and still be on the road and still heading towards your destination.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, again, I don't think we're gonna see this in our lifetime. I think for it to be perfect the way we're talking about it, it's got to go through like at least 3 or 4 more iterations until it gets to that.
Well, I mean, I personally don't even think that I don't think that it'll ever get there, because I don't think that it doesn't have consciousness. It only has information.
Yeah.
Information can only take you so far.
Yeah, because how do you 1 and 0 is a vibe?
How do you
a
feel?
moment.
How do you feel something without having a soul? How do you feel something without feeling emotion?
Well, I mean, some DJs do have very soulless fucking sets. So how do they feel it?
So, I mean, sure, some people might get replaced, but I don't think it's a threat to the entire industry.
No, I don't think so either.
But yeah, all right, let's fucking wrap this up so I can take a piss. And that was fun. That was cool. Maybe we'll do more stuff like this. I do love a recap and clowning and talking shit. And I feel like it makes me it drives me a little bit more to kind of get out of the house, get out of my routine of just lounging around during the week and then playing over the weekend. You know, gets me to get out of my shell and talk to people, and like even just to have things to talk about with you guys during these solo Patreon episodes. So that is definitely something I think about and I enjoy. And yeah, tune into the Twan pod. That was a great one. I really enjoyed it. He's a good kid. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for subscribing. Enjoy. Love you. Peace.